Hello and welcome to a video on how to use your Onvio Tax Questionnaire. We are really excited for this opportunity to show you around the new Onvio Tax Questionnaire, which is a bit different from the tax organizers you may have seen from our firm in the past. Let's get started by showing you where you can find the tax questionnaire from within your Onvio portal. Once you have logged into your portal, please make sure that you are in the task view, which can be accessed here. In this view, you'll be able to see to-do items on the left. As you can see, our video client has a to-do here called Tax Questionnaire 2020. To begin working on the tax questionnaire, click here. The first section of the tax questionnaire deals with your household information. In this section, you can review and make changes to the demographic information for every member of your household. Information in this section includes names, birth dates, social security numbers, occupations, and contact information. You will also see at the bottom a section where you can enter in your driver's license information. This information is required if you're filing a state income tax return. Finally, you will see that each page contains a section where you can leave related notes for your preparer. Once you have finished working on your information and that of your spouse's, if applicable, take a look at the section dealing with your dependents. Again, in this section, you can review and make changes to your dependent information. For instance, if you need to remove a dependent, click here. If you need to add a dependent, click here. Next is your address information. If you have no changes to this section, move on to your banking information. If you would like for the IRS to directly deposit your income tax refund into your bank account, you will need to fill out this section. Please provide the routing number and bank account number from the front of one of your checks, not a deposit slip. Once you're finished with the banking information, you can mark the household portion of the tax questionnaire complete. At this point, I want to highlight two important things. First, once you mark this section complete, you will not be able to go back to this section and make changes. This is true of every section of the tax questionnaire. But do not worry. If you have additional information or you need to change information, you can still provide that information to the preparer at a later time. I'll show you how at the end of this video. The second important note is that you cannot move forward to the next section of the tax questionnaire until you have completed the household information section. Once you have completed the household information, click here to move on to the 2020 questionnaire. The 2020 questionnaire can best be described as a fundamental questionnaire designed to ask you about tax events that you may have experienced during the tax year. Each section will list a series of events and ask if any of the events apply to anyone in your household. Let's look at the first one. In this section, let's assume that you are employed and therefore received one or more Form W-2s. Click here and then move to the next section. To prevent a long video, I'm going to move through the questions quickly, stopping only briefly at each section for you to see the questions. If you need to take a moment and look at a particular page in the questionnaire, please click pause. When you have finished going through the questionnaire, mark the questionnaire as complete. Once you have marked the questionnaire complete, you will notice that you now have an additional to-do item on the left. This is an upload document request that Onvio generated in response to how you answered the questions in the 2020 questionnaire. Let's look at this additional request. Remember at the beginning of the questionnaire, you indicated that you had received one or more Form W-2s. For that reason, Onvio is now asking you to upload your W-2s. If you have scanned all of your W-2s into a file and saved that file on your computer, you can drag and drop that file here. Or if you have those documents saved to Google Drive, Dropbox, or Box, you can add them here. What do you do if you don't have the requested documents yet? What happens if you have made a single file that contains all of your tax documents, not just your Forms W-2? No worries, you can do one of two things. If you have a single file containing all of your tax documents, you can upload them here, or you can upload them later using the general upload document process. One note of caution: if you have multiple Onvio generated upload document requests in this section, you cannot move through the upload document request without doing one of two things. Either you have to upload the documents here, or put a note in the comment field here before you can move on. When you are done with uploading your W-2 files here, or putting a comment here, mark the section as complete. Once you have finished all of the document upload requests, you can review those items as completed tasks here. If you have completed your tax questionnaire and find that you have additional documents that you need to share with your preparer, change to the Documents view here. Click on the Add Documents here and drag and drop the additional information here. Click Upload and you are done. Thank you for watching.